Welcome back to Luxe Drive 07, where we bring you the most powerful, luxurious, and cutting-edge machines on the planet. And today, we're not talking about supercars or high-performance SUVs broken bar number. We're diving deep into the heart of India's next-generation military power, the 2025 India main battle tank. This is not just a vehicle. This is a rolling fortress, a symbol of a self-reliant, modern Indian defense force, and a perfect blend of indigenous innovation, raw power, and combat intelligence. So buckle up, because what you're about to see is the future of armored warfare Indian style. Let's get into it. The 2025 India tank, unofficially dubbed Vikrant MBT by enthusiasts, is the result of years of engineering, strategy, and technology development. Building on the legacy of the Arjun and the advancements of global armored warfare, the Vikrant represents India's vision for battlefield dominance in the 21st century. Now, before we get into the specs and the mind-blowing tech, let's take a quick look at the why. Why did India feel the need for this new tank? The answer lies in evolving warfare scenarios. With rapid advancements in anti-tank weaponry, drone swarms, hybrid war strategies, and the increasing need for mobility in varied terrain, from deserts to mountains to urban environments, the Indian Army required a tank that could meet modern threats head-on. And more importantly, it had to be made in India, reflecting the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. And that's exactly what the Vikrant MBT delivers. Let's start with the design. Visually, this tank is pure aggression. It's slower slung than previous models, giving it a stealthier silhouette. Its angular composite armor panels don't just look futuristic, they're built to deflect radar and resist penetration from next-gen kinetic energy rounds and tandem warhead ATGMs. The turret is completely redesigned. Unlike older tanks, which had a more exposed layout, the Vikrant turret is compact, modular, and entirely unmanned. That's right, this tank has moved into the next phase of crew survivability. The crew of 3, commander, gunner, and driver, are all located in a heavily armored compartment in the front hull, completely separated from the turret. Now let's talk firepower. At the core of the Vikrant is a 125mm smoothbore gun, a beast capable of firing the full range of NATO and indigenous munitions. Armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot, AFSs, rounds? No problem. High-explosive anti-tank, heat, shells? You got it. Guided missiles? Absolutely. Yes, this tank can launch laser-guided missiles directly from its barrel, with precision strike capability up to 5 kilometers. This gives the Vikrant a standoff advantage, allowing it to neutralize threats before they even come close. And speaking of firepower, the Vikrant isn't just about the main cannon. It's equipped with a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun and a remote-control 12.7mm heavy machine gun on top, perfect for anti-personnel and anti-air defense. Plus, with integrated drone swarm control, it can deploy in coordinate hubs for recon, target painting, or even kamikaze strikes. Now let's move to mobility. This monster is powered by 1,500 horsepower indigenous gas turbine engine. It's smaller, lighter, and more efficient than its predecessors. And the power-to-weight ratio? Absolutely world-class. We're talking about speeds up to 70 km per hour on road and 50 km per hour off-road. That's insane for a 55-ton armored tank. It features an advanced hydropneumatic suspension system, meaning it can tilt, raise, lower, and adapt its chassis based on the terrain, like a low-rider with a death stare. Whether it's sand dunes of Rajasthan, snow-covered paths of Ladakh, or swampy marshes in the northeast, this tank adapts in real time. And guess what, the Vikrant MBT has amphibious capability. Not fully like a boat, but it can cross rivers and shallow water bodies without needing special bridges. That's a huge advantage in a country with varied terrain like India. But what truly sets this tank apart is its brain. the Vikrant is a digital warrior. It features a fully integrated battlefield management system, BMS, a real-time data sharing, thermal imaging, enhanced targeting, and augmented reality heads-up displays for the crew. The commander gets a 360-degree panoramic sight with thermal and night vision capabilities. The gunner has dual-axis stabilization, eye-assisted target recognition, and auto-tracking. The driver gets a digital dash, obstacle detection sensors, and path optimization guidance. It doesn't stop there. The tank can be networked with infantry, AVs, artillery, and other armored vehicles. In short, the Vikrant is not just a standalone killer, it's a part of a larger digital war machine. And we can't forget the protection systems. This tank is shielded by multiple layers: physical, reactive, and electronic. First, the armor. It uses a classified composite armor with ceramic inserts capable of withstanding modern kinetic and chemical threats. On top of that, it features an advanced explosive reactive armor, ERA, kit smart tiles that detonate outwards to disrupt incoming projectiles. Next, the Active Protection System, APS. This is next level. Using millimeter wave radar and infrared sensors, the Vikrant can detect and intercept incoming missiles midair using hard-kill measures, think mini rockets that shoot down the missile before it hits. Then there's the soft kill suite: laser warning receivers, smoke grenade dischargers, radar jammers, and redazzlers. If an enemy tank locks on, the Vikrant can blind it, jam it, and disappear in smoke all in under a second. Now here's something wild: the Vikrant has semi-autonomous capabilities. While it's still manned, it can operate in drone mode for short distances, meaning it can move itself from one point to another or reposition into cover automatically when under fire. Future versions may be fully unmanned, but for now, it's semi-autonomous where it matters. Another impressive feature? Logistics and maintenance. Indian engineers have integrated a self-diagnostic system into the Vikrant's onboard computer. If a part overheats or malfunctions, the system identifies the issue instantly and notifies both the crew and the logistics team at base. This drastically reduces downtime and keeps the tank in the fight longer. Now, you may be wondering, how does it compare with global heavyweights like the American Abrams X, the Russian T-14 Armata, or the Chinese Type 99A? Let's put it this way, the Vikrant holds its own and then some. While the Abrams X focuses heavily on power and survivability, and the T-14 emphasizes advanced armor and unmanned turrets, the Vikrant takes a more balanced approach. It combines the best of firepower, mobility, protection, and digital integration, all with a deep understanding of Indian terrain and operational needs. But what makes it special is that it's tailor-made for India, by India. That means spare parts, supply chains, and upgrades can be handled domestically, reducing dependency on foreign suppliers during wartime. The tank was designed and developed by a collaboration between DRDO, OFP, and Bharat Forge, with private sector giants like Tata and Mahindra contributing specialized systems. This is not just a defense project, it's a showcase of Indian industrial might. And here's something you'll love: each tank comes with a unique digital fingerprint, a blockchain-secured identity that logs every upgrade, mission, and maintenance check. This is total transparency and security, even in supply chains. On the battlefield, the Vikrant is more than a tank, it's a mobile command center, a sniper, a bulldozer, and a digital scout all rolled into one. Initial trials in Rajasthan and Ladakh have been highly successful, with the tank outperforming legacy platforms in night ops, cross-country mobility, and coordinated firepower scenarios. Army officials have called it a game-changer, and rightly so. The Indian Army has planned an initial order of 500 units, with more expected as upgrades roll out. Export talks have also begun with friendly nations in Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. And yes, Luxe Drive 07 has exclusive info that a lighter variant is being developed for high-altitude warfare, a potentially called Vikrant Light. Imagine all this tech in a 40-ton frame optimized for mountains. Goosebumps, right? India's 2025 Vikrant MPT is not just another tank. It's a declaration. A signal to the world that India is ready to lead in defense innovation, ready to protect its borders with unmatched tech, and ready to produce world-class military hardware domestically. And that wraps up our deep dive into the 2025 Indian tank, the Vikrant MPT. If you enjoyed this video and want more detailed looks at India's growing defense power and technology, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Luxe Drive 07, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What feature impressed you the most? Would you like us to cover the Vikrant Light or future Indian defense tech in the next episode?